A reviewer is never late. Nor is he early. He reviews precisely when he means to. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself when I throw up a review 4 months after a game came out. Grand Theft Auto V. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is the newest Grand Theft Auto game from Rockstar. It's an open world game to an insane degree where you actually play as 3 main characters and you see their story arcs converge and ultimately they collaborate and they do crime and you can do crime individually with these criminals and you pretty much screw over the biggest, prettiest on-game city ever. Did I mention this game's big? Because it's big. I'm gonna point out what I liked in this game. First of all, like I said, it's a huge city. You can explore to your heart's content. There's a lot to see. And there's a lot to do. Some of it's pretty fucking pointless. And some of it's pretty cool to do. I like the fact that these cars don't drive like dog ass like the ones in GTA 4 did. I like the fact that you could play the stock market in the game. After I got Trevor and blasted all my money on an airplane bunker that I never went back to, I was like, I need to find a way to make money. Okay, there is a virtual stock market in the game. Every company has a rival company. When you play as Franklin, you usually do things that screw over one company. So before you do that mission, have your guys dump all their money in the rival company and that stock will go up. Then you pull the money, now you have more money. Pretty standard GTA formula. You're a criminal, you build your empire, you do crime, you screw over people. If you're not killing them, they're gonna end the situation. Very unhappy. My favorite character of the 3, I gotta say, was Franklin. I felt the game got a lot better than it was when Trevor came on board. Trevor is completely insane. It's always fun to see an insane person doing insane things, so I had fun with Trevor. My least favorite, Michael. I didn't care about his family problems. I didn't give a shit about his shit. But the bummer is, even with Franklin and Trevor, I'm not gonna walk away from this game going, yeah, they were characters I'm gonna remember forever. It's not like these characters have dug into my soul. It's not like they're Joel and Ellie or anything. It's not like they're Booker DeWitt getting all this revelation where you're like, you walk away from the game going, holy no, they're GTA characters, and in the end, they don't matter as much as you want them to. And that is one of the big bummers of this game. This game is huge, it's enormous in quantity, but you know the old phrase. There's a difference between quantity and quality. Yeah, you remember that phrase. This is one of the biggest games I've ever played, but it has so many things going on in it that it lacks focus. Take the Arkham games, Arkham Origins, Arkham City. It feels like open world, and it is open world in the sense that you can go across the skyline, you can go anywhere on the surface. But the game gives you focus. It's like, oh, I'm Batman, I'm going after these criminals. So you feel like you're always in mode, like, all right, Batman has a point. He has to do this thing. GTA 5, I felt like I was 3 guys just going around doing random crime because that's what GTA 5 is. And in that, it comes down to personal preference. If you like a game that's that open where you can do anything like golf, GTA 5 is your cup of tea, but if GTA 5 is your thing, then you already have GTA 5, and I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. The game does have cool missions for sure, and when your main characters team up and they do the big shit, you're like, that's awesome. But the game has its frustrating missions where you're like, sweet, you started me out right next to a bunch of cops and you gave me a 3-star wanted rating. All right, I'm gonna get away from them? No shot. Because the cops are psychic in this game. So many times I was running from the cops, no cops saw me. I got into another car, started driving, the cops were like, there he is. I don't know that, but there he is. And then they ram into you and you're like, how did you know that was me? Luckily, they gave you that one option where you can push square and skip a mission when you fail it 3 times, which is a slippery slope like anything. You do it once, you're like, oh, my soul, I didn't want to do that. I feel like such a shithead. Then the next time something irritates you, you're like, well, I already did it once. I might as well do it again. You gotta be careful not to spam it because then it compromises the entire experience. Some of the missions in this game, I was like, why am I doing this? At a point when I was stacking cargo boxes with a crane onto trucks, I looked at my friend and I was like, it's baffling the goosebumps that this 9.5 out of 10 game is giving me right now, I swear. He just laughed. He was like, yeah, I understand. He loves GTA 5. But he understands. You could have just breezed over that. You could have had the characters be like, oh yeah, we stacked the boxes and shit. All right, now let's go do this thing. This thing that's actually fun. GTA 5 has so many elements in it that it doesn't actually excel at anything. Bear with me on this. It has a lot of characters, so none of the characters really stand out. It has so many cars and driving elements in it that it's not the best driving game ever. You can fly, but it's not the best flying game ever. It's not the best third-person action shooter game ever. It's not as good as Uncharted 2. You can even golf in the game. It's not the best golf game ever. Grand Theft Auto 5 has a lot of elements you can do in it, but really, are they necessary? They're there for the sake of being there. So you know that you could do it, but at no point have I ever been playing a crime game or an action game and been like, you know, what would really set this game over the top is if I could golf. If I could golf, I'd like the game. As soon as I can't, no thank you. The bummer is there are people that haven't reviewed the game, but they're on blogs and shit, and they're like, I'm not enjoying GTA 5 as much as I should be. Which bummed me out, because at that point, people are like, there's something wrong with me. I don't like GTA 5. No, there's nothing wrong with you. The game's not as good as you heard it should be. It's simple as that. And I don't mean to shit on the game. GTA 5 is still enjoyable, sure. I'm just saying, is it as good as The Last of Us or BioShock Infinite? No. Not remotely. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to play with in GTA 5, and if you want to do everything in the game, it's going to last you months upon months upon months. But I personal preference, because that's what reviews are, will take a 3-hour game that makes me go, holy shit, that was epic, then a 50-hour game that makes me go, why am I playing this game and why don't I like it as much as I think I should? In the end, I know it feels like I shit on this game more than I wanted to. I will actually say GTA 5 is worth buying at sale price. I paid 60 bucks for it and it irritates me. If I paid 20 or 30 bucks for it, I'd be like, oh cool, look at all this shit. I feel like this is gonna be classic. Like all the people who have been like, Jeremy, review GTA 5 now, are gonna watch this and then be like, all right, by review it, I meant review it and give it a positive review. That's what I wanted to see. Can you redo your review, please? No, this is my review. This is what you get. All right, so GTA 5, have you played it? And what did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.